Hello, our question for today is, what do you think is one thing people rarely talk about when it comes to growing up with social media? I think it's definitely expectations, because when you're a kid and then you're exposed to these kinds of social media contents, especially with children that are your age, you would feel or you would expect yourself to be like them, especially when they've reached this kind of many achievements. They're loved by this so many people. And I think that is the root of why young people such as myself often feel like they've already been late their entire lives, because when we digest these kinds of contents, we would feel like, oh, so that's what it should be, not necessarily also that's what it's like for their lives. But we have to understand that their lives, they have a completely different one, maybe from the background or from the experiences of their parents, and then they also have a different kind of innate talent. Going back to the expectations, I don't think that we are talking about the expectations much more than we have already done before, because what's being talked about these days when it comes to expectations is usually on like the beauty or the fashion. Because when we talk about beauty, of course, we already accept to ourselves that what we post on social media is not everything that is real, or sometimes it's not even real, but we're totally fine with it because people can do whatever they want. But the expectations that I'm talking about is the expectation of yourself when it comes to the achievements or the ability that you're supposed to have. To share my experience, one time when I was still doing my dance account, more of a beginner level, although I'm still a beginner when it comes to dancing still, I would always look at the bigger creators that are inclined to the dance content as well, such as Niana Guerrero. You would probably know her, everyone knows her. And then I was like, man, I'm almost the same age as her. Why am I not dancing good enough? Why am I not having the same subscribers as she has, even though I'm doing the same exact thing? So that's the kind of expectations that I impose on myself. Note that I was still young at the time, so of course it's not the most reasonable or logical thing to think about, but that's the expectations that I'm trying to explain right now. You're expecting to yourself that at this age you're supposed to be at this level of life already, that you would have this kind of luxury. I remember Lil Tay. Do you guys remember Lil Tay? But I think there's this like controversy already that she's being controlled and all of that. But since we some people such as me, I digested that kind of content, I kind of imposed already that, dang it, she has this kind of luxury, well I don't. I'm doing the same exact thing as she's doing. So that led to like this toxicity, that good thing that I broke out of, that it's not this picture perfect life that you're gonna have like how these influencers are doing. That means when people, or like when YouTubers have this business with like, I'm gonna help you grow your social media with just 4 steps, like how I did, that already means that you're expecting yourself to have that kind of bigger following like the person that is offering you this kind of business. When no, I don't think everything on social media is attainable to some sort, even when it comes to beauty or to a following or like dance content, because it's what they're implying to us, you know. I'm not villainizing them. What I'm saying is that that's what they want to show. And of course, as people who grow up with the internet, we have things that we want to show to people to make it seem like that is us. But we're smart enough to know that not everything on social media is real. It's what people want you to see. For example, this video, I want you to see this video, but in reality, the lighting is not like this. It's definitely like this. It's much more dark, you know. It's what I want you to see. And then I think if I was younger and I was watching this video of myself I would think like, oh, so that's the lighting in her video, so that's the lighting in her life. Every time of the day, it's just that lighting. But no, it's just that's your expectations, and you're not supposed to think that. Your expectations can be very much toxic if you don't try to align it with the reality. Remember, folks, that what you see on social media is what the poster wants you to see. And as a young person, such as myself, I still have, even though I said a minute ago that I broke out of that expectations, I still have those every now and then, that the expectations that I impose to myself because I've consumed many data from social media from the moment I was born. I kind of expect myself to be on that kind of level already, which is bad. And I think we need to talk about that more, which I already did. But that's just what I think. It's very opinionated, these questions. But I would also like to know what you guys think. If you have other things that you would want to be talked about more, other than what's mainstream these days to be talked about. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye.